Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, first loss of the season, and it's a total deserved loss. Juventus didn't deserve to win today. They did nothing to even try to react. Today, who is to blame? Thiago Motta for the lineup. Thiago Motta for the pep talk at halftime that or didn't happen or didn't go to his players, to the players that didn't understand that this game was all set for Juve to win. Because if you play that bad and you keep that 0-0, they score a goal and they cancel it. They have a penalty and they miss it. That game says it's for you, Juve. The gods of football, they decided it's your game. But we didn't get that message. The players never got that message. There are only two players that I want to say they did the job, and it is Perin. Unfortunately for him, we lose today, because if there was one that didn't deserve to concede a goal, it was Perin. But Perin, best one of Juve, and Kalulu, the rest were absolutely bad. Now, I will read the messages of Luki, of Jafar, of Ali, and of Pierre Portella in a second, but does that mean that we now need to put all the project Juve under question mark? Does that mean that we have to say that everything is bad? That everything that we build up, everything that we have seen until today is to put again with a question mark and to throw away, or maybe even to throw away and to not believe in what we are doing? No. If we were thinking that we would have been unbeaten the entire season in whatever competition we would play, probably, guys, we are not realizing that it's only the 11th game that we are playing together. I'm extremely bitter. I'm extremely angry for the non-reaction of Juve in the game of today, but I will not put in doubt the great work that is done by the guys. If you are not able to understand that, guys, then it means that or you are 14 and it's the first time that you go towards a loss, that you just support, or that you are not supporting, that you are here because you expect a troll, or maybe you are overreacting because you are emotional, and I understand, because the game of today was absolutely bad. Like the performance of Savona was not good at all, was bad. Like the one of Danilo was bad. Like the one of Yildiz was not good. Like Fagioli was not good. Like McKennie was not ready to play today. So let me change my shirt because I start to have a bit cold. I will even put some pants. Not that I don't have pants. I have a short, but I will put my shirt on because I have a bit cold, and then we read the messages of the people in the chat that wants their voice to be heard, which is normal after the loss of today, the non-existing Juve in Champions League. Grandpa Beppe is back. No, but that game, he went cold in me. You know what I mean? The game, he put me cold in me. I'm not warm. I'm not... thank you, Luki Aristio Wibowo, to become a new member of the channel. Really appreciate it, Luki. By the way, let me say also thank you to all the new subscribers of the channel. Look at that. 88. What a beautiful growth on today. That's probably the only beautiful news for the channel. Not for you, but for the channel. And at least there are 35 more Juventini that will be informed every single day about the adventures, the journey of our beloved Juventus. That's one thing that I really wanted to say thank you to Luis and to all the subscribers. Jafar, 15 months. Motta was thinking more about Sunday's Inter match. That's something that I agree with. According to him, the most important game was the one in Serie A because influence of the first two wins in Champions League. We clearly saw it. Not starting Cambiaso, not starting Gatti in the center of the defense together with Cambiaso. Keeping the same defense was one, but on the other side, what else could we do in the middle? Where you see clearly that he not thinking about the Inter game more than this one, but he was planning. The first time that he planned, actually. He never planned. Until today, he never planned. This is the first time that he's planning. And probably we see it there, because if you keep Cambiaso out and Gatti out, then it makes... Then you know it. You know it. If you win against Inter, guys, if you win against Inter, and you win again your next game in Champions League against Lille, you can say that probably you did even well to sacrifice that one. Before the Lazio game, I was talking a lot online, and I want to win every single game, of course. But if I was obliged to lose a game between Lazio, Stuttgart, and Inter, I said, if I'm really obliged, tortured, like choose or you die, then I would have said, this one, Stuttgart. Stuttgart losing because we drew too much in Serie A, because Lazio was running and we needed to beat them, because Inter, you need to beat them because they are ahead of us, +1, I think, over us, and we need to send a strong message also in Serie A. And because we did like 6 points in Champions League, if there is one game that I would sacrifice, this one. But today, I'm not here to say, okay, it's fine, it's good. It's the non-performance that makes me sad and angry. It's the fact that we didn't play, because there is losing and losing. I hate both of them, but if there is one that I hate a bit less than the other, is the losing when you play or when you try. Today we didn't try. Today they whistled, or the referee whistled the kickoff, and immediately you saw that Stuttgart was there to play. Stuttgart was there to win. Stuttgart was there to put all the intensity to revenge the 4-0 that they conceded against Bayern, to show that in Champions League it's a team that has their spot there, that if they qualified last season being second, there is a meaning, to show that Juventus, their strong point is the ball possession, and that they knew that with that extra pressing, that crazy pressing that we were speaking about in this morning's video, that they would have destroyed us, because they would have kept that ball away from us. And that's what they did. That's what they did. Every time that we recuperated the ball, they were there, actually pushing us lower and lower and lower. So there are a lot of things that we have to analyze in today's video. Ali, 29 months. Thank you, my friend. I don't even want to analyze the match. Let's move on. Hey, what do we speak about, Ali? We are obliged, because if we want to understand what went wrong to avoid doing them against Inter, we need to speak about it. But I understand your frustration, my friend Ali. Pierre Portella, thank you for your donation, Pierre. Lucky you, you're at the beach. What Motta was trying to win with those? What was he thinking to win with these substitutions or preserve key players? Felt like the later to me. The right energy starts from top to bottom. You're correct, but on the other side, which other solutions did we have? Because you have to take everything in context. McKennie, I think it's a wrong choice from Thiago Motta to play him immediately, because I think that they didn't expect Stuttgart to be that aggressive from the first minute. They knew it was a good team, but they didn't expect them to be that aggressive, that physical, winning all these duels. And when you put a Weston McKennie that is not at 100% at all, you remember that we were even saying, will he be there or not? At the end, he makes it and he's starting. That's already a bad judgment of putting a player that is not ready. Then he's obliged to play Thuram, which it was not his intention because he wanted to play with Douglas Luiz. But he's obliged to play him right before the game starts. I told you about Fagioli, that is an extremely qualitative and strong and good player. But the problem with Fagioli this season is that we are not always sure which Fagioli will we see. The second half Fagioli against Lazio, fantastic when he entered. The one against Leipzig, 5-star performance, probably his best performance ever with Juve. Or will it be the Fagioli that we saw today, for example, or in other games that were not good? So, the changes on the bench, you had only Locatelli in the midfield. Up front, you have a Conceição that, even with the national team, he didn't play the first game because of muscle fatigue, because he was in fatigue, was tired. But also there, I think it's really a big mistake. Or what he wanted to do didn't work out. Look, I will read as soon as possible the messages of Cassie, Pugs, Abai, Christian. We have a few things that we need to read. But if I show you the tactical pad, guys, let me put the field again, the entire field. Let's do it like that. That side, okay. That's a bit how they play it, right? We already made our changes. We already made our changes here. Where are the other guys? Savona here. Conceição there. Weston McKennie. Thuram and Vlahovic. Yeah. That's our team. You see, we lost here because the intention was to push Conceição here to let Mittelstadt play there with Savona advancing. That was the intention of Juve. But you know what happened? It happened that actually Mittelstadt was here, Leveling was there, Conceição was here, and actually these two players these two players here against Savona, it was too much. It was way too much. That's one of the problems. Because if you play with Conceição to block Mittelstadt, or you push him here and the team is totally ultra offensive, and you avoid that, and then he's obliged to go back, otherwise you are bad. And that's why I didn't understand why he didn't play Thuram in second half immediately. I can understand that he has no 90 minutes in the legs, but here you lose it. Here you lose it. I think this is a miscalculation, a real miscalculation for Thiago Motta, because that's where we lose the game immediately in the beginning of the game. Immediately. There is too much a disconnection, and if Savona is doing a bad game today, it's also because of that, because he's alone there without that support. And when Conceição came to help, it's too fragile, it's not strong enough physically to keep that thing. And that's where we lose that. Fagioli, as soon as he has the ball, well, nobody was there. McKennie was diesel mode, he was extremely slow and not ready because he's not good. So we have here that side that has been messed up by Thiago Motta. Here we have an individual mistake of Thiago Motta, miscalculation of the physical strength of McKennie to play a game like this one. Thuram should not have played. He played, but I don't understand why at a certain moment you persist to play with a 4-1-4-1, why it was really clear that what you had to do with these men without changes was go back in a 4-2-3-1. And what you can do clearly, Weston McKennie already played there. That was super easy to do. I was shocked that in first half I didn't see that. I was really shocked because McKennie could have helped here. He already did that position. Could have helped. You have a double in the defense where you have that triangle closing these guys here. You have another triangle for Enzo Milo that goes up here. You have another triangle with Danilo, Thuram, and Cabal. You have that dangerosity of Conceição that could have pushed a bit more. And Yildiz, you put him as a 10. With the same men, I think this is what Thiago didn't understand. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Tell me if I'm totally out of reality or not. But I need to catch up with the messages. Thank you for your support and for your donation, guys. Casey Martinez, watching the goalkeeper and not pressuring on him. Also, another one. A lot of time we saw here. And thank you to the people that are continuing to subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you. Really, 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 really. I hope you enjoyed also the tactical debrief after the game. What do we see here? We see that today they played really like this. At a certain moment, boom, 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 boom. And here they play with a three-man defense. But you know who was the third one? It was, sorry. No, this one here. It was the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was the three-man defense. Look how they played. They played really clean here with the goalkeeper as a third extra defender. If we don't put pressure here, the goalkeeper has all the time in the world to build from the back. This morning I said 4 points we needed to pay attention to, of course, to Undav. That was a threat. Pay attention to him. Undav, extremely, extremely dangerous. And we saw it today. Physically, he was strong. We needed to pay attention to the pressure that they were putting. That was the second point. I said pay attention to Mittelstadt. Third point, and we couldn't contain him. And I said that the fourth thing was pay attention to the build from the back with the goalkeeper. And everything what we said pay attention to, well, it didn't work out. The only thing that worked out partially was blocking Undav. Blocking Undav partially worked. That's it. That's it. That's it. But you're right, Casey. Thank you, P-Bugs, for your donation, my friend. Unhappy, but we haven't had our number one lineup on the field often. Been scraping out points for several games and took this game for granted. It's a rebuild and we'll get there. Cheer up, Juventini. Thank you for a positive message. Pugs, really, really nice to have also someone that is able to keep for a moment when commenting the emotions out and trying to see the bigger picture. It's true. On the other side, not having our number one lineup on the field often cannot be an excuse. You know why? Because we don't know if we will be able to put our lineup number one a lot of time on the field, because injuries are part of the game. Like it happened to Inter with Acerbi and Çalhanoğlu, like it happened to us with Bremer, like it happened with a lot of players that are injured. This is football. So this cannot be, especially if you have a talk like Thiago Motta that is saying we have 23, 24 players that are all requested the same. There are no vice players. They are not all equal. They are all different, but there are no vices. They are all starters. Then you take it out. Then you take that one out of that number one lineup, especially because we said it. Fagioli and McKennie already played together in big games with Thiago Motta, under Thiago Motta. So they should be able to perform. Today, what is annoying is the non-performance. On the other side, I totally agree with you when you say it's a rebuild. We will get there. And it takes time. On that one, I totally agree. Again, this game cannot be taken as the collapse of Juve, the let's throw away the project, because that would be crazy from us. If we are not able to understand that it's a team that is playing only their 11th game, indeed, with a lot of injuries, but we are at the start. We play today, don't forget, with the starter in Champions League that is called Adzic, with the starter in Champions League that is called Rui, with the starter in Champions League that is called Cabal. They never played a single minute in Champions League. So, you see, and there are players that Cabal played at Verona last year. Savona played with the next gen. I see a lot of harsh comments on Savona. He didn't play well. Not against Lazio. Not today. He was fantastic in the first games of the season. Not now. It's a player, guys, before throwing away Savona, for example, that I see a lot of discussion about him. Correct, huh? Ciao, Sasha. Correct, huh? Savona didn't play well. But you also need to understand that it's a guy that is the first experience in first team. He never played with any national team, which means that it was a guy that was used to play one game a week. One game a week without the pressure of being obliged to perform, to win, to play Champions League. It's his first games in Champions League as a starter. Now he's going also with the national team, so he's also away. He continues to play game in, game out. So we need to understand also that, because I think that we are extremely harsh on a guy that is there to stay, that showed beautiful things, and that we need a bit of patience. Then he will miss some games. Yes, he will miss some games. Lazio was, because that today was not good, but also today I think that not only him was at fault, but as we said earlier, with the Conceição here, you really risk to put him in danger. Huh? You really risk to put him in danger. And that's what happened at the end. Huh? He was alone and he went in total tilt and complication. Then it was correct to take him out. Jackie, ciao Jackie. Beppe, I know it's your boy, but Savona, although I'm sure Motta sees something in him, but he's lacking in pace and technically to be right back. Also, the two Champions League game took team look not in control compared to Serie A. But I was just speaking about Savona without reading your comment. It's not about my boy. You know that here on the channel, like everyone, I prefer some players, and there are some players that I have less preferences for them. I hate nobody, and I love nobody to the point of trying to hide some mistake. Today was bad. Today he was bad. I like him, but he was bad. Like, he was not good against Lazio when I saw him. I think I said it as well in the videos post-Lazio, because it's a reality that I like or I don't like. We don't care. He was not good. Then who do you play there? Because if you are saying lack of velocity, etc., you have one man that can play there at the moment with the players that we have at disposal. It's Danilo. Don't forget that Savona should probably not have played in that position as much as we do, because you have a Kalulu that should play there with a Gatti, Bremer, and Cambiaso. If it's not Kalulu because he's resting or he's out, then Cambiaso plays there. And then you have a third position used by Savona. But because of Bremer injury, because of Cambiaso that we saw it, he was totally out of breath. He didn't play well against Lazio. He was really tired because he gave everything. He played also with the Italian national team. You are obliged to step up with Savona to let Cambiaso rest. And it's a pity because at the end, he rested yes and no, because he entered in the game quite early in the second half. So was he really resting? No. Because today, Cambiaso, at the end, he played. How long did he play? I don't know by heart. And you put a kid in difficulty. It's a pity. Andrew, I don't know, because I see your comment when you say, can we speak about Douglas Luiz? Guys, a total embarrassment. If you want to speak about his performance after, I don't know which performance you want to take and you want to speak about it, we can speak about it. If you are speaking about a guy that is feeling a muscle fatigue or a problem at his leg before starting the game, and he's asking to go out and to not play the game, actually saying it's better now than at the 5th minute, I don't know. I really don't know. I think that speaking about Douglas Luiz today would be pointless. No? Um, Let me catch up. Mamma mia, I'm really late with the comments. Die. Fast, fast. By the way, if you want to know update, we are there at 34,300. We are there. We missed 7, like Conceição. To be realistic, thank you for the donation. Mohammad Youssef, thank you, my friend. To be realistic, team was solid in defense most of the game, but Motta still need to know how to reform his attacking tactics. Motta project still 10 games old. We are at the beginning. I agree because, one game can happen. 2 games can be a coincidence. When you start having 5-6 games where you have really difficulties to create, to score, then it's not a coincidence anymore. Right? Then it starts to be a pattern. Then it means that it's not working. That something needs to be addressed. Then, of course, if you miss Nico Gonzalez, Cope Manners, Conceição the last game, then it's really difficult to find the players to change the game when you don't have them on the bench. But I agree with you. You do with what you have. And we need to start creating. Vlahovic, guys, today, I don't want to blame Vlahovic today. Today, I think that I can blame Yildiz more than Vlahovic. Tell me, guys, am I right or wrong? That today I was blame is a big word, because blame looks like it's only him. But if today we have to say that one player was worse than the other, today Yildiz had more opportunities to do the difference than Vlahovic. Today Vlahovic, he goes out because, not because he was playing bad. Today he goes out because Thiago Motta saw that there was absolutely no ball that was coming to him. And it was stupid to insist on Dusan Vlahovic with a game that was not going towards his direction. That's why he's going out. No, today and you know that, if I have to criticize Vlahovic, I criticize him. It's a bit the comment of Zaki Warfa when he say, Beppe, I know it's your boy, Savona. But Savona deserves to be criticized today. Vlahovic, a lot of people that are saying that it's not my boy, but today he doesn't deserve to be criticized. Today, Vlahovic, there is nothing to criticize to him. There was absolutely no opportunity. There was no service to him. I read your comment, guys. There was nothing. Abba is saying the best were Perin, Kalulu. On that one, I agree. Locatelli, Cambiaso. Yeah, Locatelli, Cambiaso entered well. But unfortunately, the team was not dragged by them to say, okay, let's go. And that's a big pity. That's why I don't know if I want to put Cambiaso and Locatelli there as well. Forza Juve, I think Bepponet, friend, check the stats of SofaScore. We can check them. They are bad, but I know how they are. I don't know. They are a disaster. It's a 0 for Juve in every... the momentum is look at the momentum. Momentum says it all. Look at the momentum. Blue is Stuttgart. Look, it's the entire game. Today we deserve to lose. Today it's a reality. There is nothing to say. Maybe if no. Today we deserve to lose. Then the stats. What do you want to speak about the stats, guys? They won everything. Expected goals, big chances, shots 22. We have 7, not on target, attempts. 9 saves over Perin, only 1 for them. Corner kicks, 4-10. Fouls, that's what I tell you, they were doing more fouls than us, more tackles than us, and we were never in possession. The shots, look at the ones of Juve. Only one shot from inside of the box. Look at them. It's crazy. It's crazy because we were not used to these things this season. 10 on target for them. Only one for us. It was the shot from Yildiz. They hit the woodwork in the beginning of the game. No, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Really, 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 really bad. The passes, bad. Everything bad, guys. Yeah, guys. Final third phase, long ball, everything. We were dominated everywhere. Rob Toscan Grande, Tom. Thank you for the donation, Tom. That is telling us Beppe Perin, man of the match. I don't even want to do a poll about that because is it necessary to do a poll about man of the match when it's clear that the man of the matches were in the other side? And if we have to take one, well, it is Perin from our side, and it was not even enough. Can you imagine? But it's easy. The live I could have opened it in telling you the man of the match for Juve is Perin, and we lost 1-0. Can you imagine that? Man of the match, Perin, and we lost 1-0. Awful, huh? Awful, huh? Katana is back in the members. Thank you, Katana. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. I missed a few here. Wait, it's not over. Very bad from Motta today, I agree, but was that really a red card? It was not a direct red, it was a second yellow. According to me, there is, potentially a foul from Danilo. But it's before that. I think there was a foul on Cabal. There is a foul on Cabal first that they don't check at the monitor, so the referee is not seeing it. He cannot judge it, but you need to go at the beginning. If there is no foul on Cabal, probably that ball is not going in the feet of the striker there. Then there is a contact. Even if it depends how you judge, guys. It's all interpretation. The referee can go and he can say, but first there is the shot, ball is going far, and then there is a contact, so we let it go. Or he can say there is a contact that is quite big, so it's a foul. But I'm not speaking about that because that you can even say it's penalty. It's before that. But anyway, you know that I prefer to speak about the referees when we win. Because at least we speak about the referees and we say it's not an excuse. When we lose, I don't like to speak about referee, especially because we didn't lose like guys. Again, this is why we lost. From the first second at home until the last, boom. Then, a mistake of a referee is a mistake of a referee. Mistake of a referee is a mistake of a referee. But here, the penalty, you save it. So you cannot even say it's because of that we lost. No, because you save that penalty. If you lose because of that penalty, you can even say, we didn't deserve the win, but that influenced the loss. But today, we cannot even say it. Maybe because we stay with 10 men later, but anyway, that's not why we lost. We lost because we were bad. That's the reality. Rob, I read you. Casey, again, thank you for the nation. Danilo was not the problem. We had no midfield. We had no fullbacks. And just watch their goalkeepers keep the ball and just watch him. Why, Beppe? Saying that Danilo was not the problem would be like it's all of them except of Danilo. So I would rephrase it and saying Danilo was not the only problem. Because of top of Danilo, we had no midfield. The fullbacks were not working really well. And we were not pressing. That's another thing. Because I would not today say, but Danilo was good. Danilo, no, he was not good. He was not good. It's not because of Danilo that we lost, but Danilo was not good. It's a pity because it's a player I can really guarantee you that it's a shock for him. He didn't expect to not play that much. Full of good intentions, he asked, according to the rumors, to take away that clause of if you play 50% of the game, you are automatically extended, because he says, I don't want to, be treated like, oh, but I just want like everyone. I play if I deserve to play. If I don't deserve to play, I don't play, but not because of a 50%. Sometimes I would deserve to play and they keep me out because of that clause. Let's put the cards on the table. We play open. If I deserve to play this season, I give my best and you let me play. So, guys, it's an attitude that I think that we need to also take into account when we are speaking about Danilo. Because not a lot of people would do that. Then, of course, it's the pitch that is speaking, and the performance of Danilo were not wow. And today he's causing a penalty, and today he was slow in some intervention on that goal. He was not fast enough because he's going towards the end of his career. It's not the Danilo of 2 years ago. It's a reality. He's too slow to do the work of Thiago Motta as a right back or as a left back, because he doesn't have that energy anymore. And today, in partnership with Kalulu, it didn't work. It didn't work that well. Then, on the other side, until he was on the field, we still do a 0-0. No? Until he was on the field, we still do a 0-0. Don't tell me it's because of Danilo that we lose today, because at the end, when he was on the field, it was 0-0 until that penalty that was saved. So it's not even that we concede because of him, but because of the rest. Conceição, guys, it's super easy why he took him out. Because Conceição is coming first from an injury. He plays. He goes with Portugal. He doesn't play because he's not in top form. He comes back. He doesn't play against Lazio because he couldn't. He was not allowed to. And because today they were giving him one knock after the other, and probably a player is coming back from injury that is not yet at 90 minutes. After all these knocks that he received, at a certain moment, he couldn't do the work. And also, I tell you, for the people that were there since the beginning, I really think that that part of the field was really in difficulty. What I would have done was way earlier in the first half, putting him there. Yildiz as a 10, with the same man we are speaking, with McKennie on the right to support a bit Savona. You play a bit lower here, but not as low as what we did, because you have some support here, and you can attack here. And these guys can be really dangerous. With the Yildiz, instead of going on this post, he would have gone probably on this post when going up. We didn't. Thiago didn't see that opportunity, which I think it's a pity. But of course, it's extremely easy to say behind our screens. In reality, it's another story. Abai, my friend, thank you for the donation. Calma, we are missing 3-4 starters and we have made amazing progresses already. It is not the time to become hysterical and throw our coaches and our players under the bus. We learn and we move on. Next game, Inter. The voice of the maturity, the voice of the intelligence. Thank you, Abai. It's totally correct. What you are saying is a perfect analyze. Like the next one that you're saying, Loca and Cambiaso help Savona. Savona can't be our number one. If you leave him alone, no. If you leave him alone, no. I think that Savona is overperforming from what we were expecting from him in the beginning of the season, because we were not expecting him to stay with the first team. Point. can't be our number one right back. I kind of agree with that. It was also not the plan. But there is no other plan. The only plan can be to see Cabal on the left now that he's back with two nice performances. According to me, not wow, but nice performances. And Cambias on the right side. But again, I will not say that Savona played well because he didn't play well. But I also want to take in that discussion Conceição Savona in a game like that was absolutely not the perfect partnership. That's also why they are subbed out, for the people that were asking. Katana, new member, we already said, or probably you upgraded. That's why you're twice there. Thank you, Katana. Christian Cialino, worried about the two lethargic displays in a row. Yeah. Thank you for 11 months. Wait, because I'm receiving some messages. Sorry, guys. I received a message I needed to read. Wait, huh? Yeah. Then, do we want to find explanations to that? We could. We lose players right before international break. We cannot count on them. We recuperate some players a few days before the Lazio game. We play immediately Champions League. We play again, but again, we knew. Thiago Motta says it always. We always know since the beginning the calendar. So no excuse about the many games that we are playing. No excuse about the fact that we don't have the time to prepare them or to train well. It's a reality. We know it up front. Otherwise, if you don't agree, you don't take a job as a coach. So, but yeah, it's worrying. Yeah, it's really worrying because it's like that for every single team. It's not only for Juve. It's like that for every single team. So that's a reality. Lilgi, thank you for 30 months. We need to fix our build out of the back as SAP. We did. But today it was impossible. Because today, guys, we also have to credit the opponent that we are playing against. Today, they were extremely, extremely strong since minute 1. Today, the referee, he took the whistle in his mouth, and when he whistled, they raced, and we were devastated at second 0:30. Today, after 30 seconds, we were already out. They were high. They said, we are there. They gave everything they had, and we didn't, which is a huge, huge, huge pity in our home. Why is it? Because we were tired? Because we were playing with some players with physical problems? Is it because we were not good enough? We didn't train enough? We were not ready? We underestimated the opponent? Whatever explanation you want. We were bad. And they won the game. You know when they won the game? At second 30. That's where they won the game. Which we didn't. And today, building from the back, we even tried one or two times. And it even worked one or two times. But their pressing was crazy. And today I saw Fagioli missing some passes that were so easy. McKennie immediately in the beginning of the game, missing a pass that was an easy pass that we didn't see since long time, missing these passes. It's a pity because I see a lot of people speaking about Inter. That game of today, I don't know if it was needed. Some people are saying it was needed, a loss like that, because you will wake up. No. A loss is never needed. You know, if you tell me, Beppe, no, a loss is never needed. Especially when you are playing in Champions League. If you can have 7 points instead of 6, it's better. It's way better than 6 on 9. On 9, it's better to have 7 on 9. Especially in that format of Champions League where every single point counts, in every single goal counts. So according to me, no, it's not better to lose to wake up. No, the guys, no. I think that today it was important to win, to give continuity to the morale, to the boost, and to say, look, we are strong. We are convinced. This team at today, they don't need losses. This team, they need wins. This team, they need wins and convincing wins to believe that we can do beautiful things in whatever competition, that we are a strong team. That's what we need. Not losing to wake up. No, winning to continue to dream big and to do beautiful. That's what I think, guys. Abai. Opponent will abuse right side with Chico and Savon. Yeah, bravo. That's what I said. Sorry that I'm late with your comment, but I totally agree with that. It was too easy. Chico and Savona, you can play with both of them when you are playing against a low block team that is there just to defend. A Verona, a Cagliari, a Genoa. You can play easy with Chico and Savona. If you play against a high intensity team that is also physical, then no. For example, against Milan, Leao and Teo Hernandez on the left, I would not play Chico and Savona. You can play Chico, but then you play him on the left, not on the right with Savona. These are the things that we need to pay attention. Otherwise, you leave Savona too much alone. Or you put a strong midfielder with only task is to give support to Savona instead. That you can do, but then you sacrifice a man on top. Zaki. Danilo, first yellow was silly, but he had okay game. I think that people are over-exaggerating the bad performance of Danilo. But I think it was a bad performance. It was not as horrendous like people are saying. It's true. That unfortunately I don't have at the moment, at today, the confidence level on Danilo that I had in the past. Not on the wings. But why not on the wings? Because it's clear. When you are watching it, you understand it. But also because himself. Because he said it. I prefer to be central where I have more vision of the game, more than and because he can't do what Motta is asking me as a right back, going up down. It is impossible. But no, I think that Savona was much more in difficulty than Danilo. Then of course that goal is coming, cancelled goal is coming on the side of Danilo because his man is way too fast, and that's the problem, that we have these kind of strikers that are strong, that are physical. On top of that, they combine it with some velocity, and he cannot follow them. No, Danilo, not. He has played in that position. He did okay in the past, but not anymore. Absolutely not. No, no, no. Indeed, you're right. That the first yellow on Danilo, I don't even remember how it came. I don't remember. Who remembers? I don't. He pulled the shirt half pitch. I don't remember. I see that he received that yellow card, but I don't remember the foul anymore. Hey, guys. You know what's a pity? It's that we lose a game that we could have won. Not today, huh? Today, guys, you see clearly how they entered the game. It was... Today, we couldn't win. They were stronger. We need to say congratulations to the others. They were way, 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 way better than us. That's a reality. Then, of course, when you look at the name Stuttgart, you look at Juve, Juventus should win against Stuttgart. But that's football. The one that deserves the most, the one that is playing the best, the one that wants more, they deserve to win. Dottore, I'm sorry for your birthday, buddy, because I know that it's your birthday, the 22nd of October. And that you wanted to celebrate with a win. Unfortunately, it didn't happen today. And I'm also sorry for... guys, I'm really sorry for Salvatore, Salcat, for Cugino Eddie, because they come from Canada, from the States. So many kilometers, so many miles with the plane. You lose a 1-0 in that way, mamma mia. I'm extremely sad for them. Seriously. Seriously. You go there, you don't score a goal, so you don't even know what it is to celebrate with the supporters. The vibes, the strength, the power of La Curva. You don't know. You don't know. Juventus was not even dangerous. There was not even the wow effect. There was nothing. 0-0-0. The word of earlier, lethargic, is perfect. It's a perfect definition. Lethargic performance. That's the reality, yeah. Yeah, we I don't know if we underestimate. You know what we underestimated? One thing. That aggressivity and that will. Today, it's easy. Today, Stuttgart wanted to win. Juventus didn't really want to win. Yeah, that's the only thing. And we could have scored 1-0. That was not deserved, but we could have scored that 1-0 there. They could have scored that post. They could have scored on the miracle saves of Perin. So, but that was our only real danger. I tell you, guys, a lot of people said, Beppe, it's a pity you're not there in the stadium. Thinking about it, I'm happy that I'm back home. Wow, I would have been pissed off at the stadium. Even more than I am already. And I am already really... It's not about the loss, huh? It's also about the loss, but not only. Losing, it happens in football, guys, huh? I think we were the only team that didn't lose yet this season. it happens in football to lose. It's part of the game. It's the fact that we didn't play. It's annoying because when you speak with the players, when you hear them in press conference, what does it mean to you, the Champions League? And they all tell you, as a kid, it's the competition that you want to play. You hear the music, it gives you these vibes. Cambiaso said it, Perin said it. They all say the same. It's the competition that you really want to play. That one day, as a kid, as a footballer, the first game that you are watching is the national team, and Champions League game, the big games. These are the first games that you watch because usually at home there is much more. And you watch this game, you want to be part of it, and then you have the possibility to play a game of Champions League, and you don't. I'm not saying that you didn't. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't. Yeah, Perin kept his word. That's true, Don. Perin kept his word. The other ones, no. Adic entered well as well, guys. I liked how Adic entered, but today you could have put whoever, Cope, Manners, Adic, it would not have changed. That's why I'm not blaming the fact that we missed players. That's not why we lost today. Today it's because we didn't enter to win. That's the reality. We lost our duels. All of them. Well, all of them. 54%. Well, we did a bit better towards the end because first there was a bigger gap. I think it was like 59% for them. Ariel duels, look at that, 65%. But guys, about the Danilo, it's a reality. Yeah, Danilo is probably, no, more than probably playing his last year with Juve. But sometimes I see things that are a bit unrealistic because it was bad today. Yeah, I'm not here to defend the performance of Savon or Danilo, but again, it was not as horrendous like a lot of people they want to describe him, but it was not good. But not as horrendous. But you really believe that you will play every single game with Gatti and Kalulu. Bremer is out, guys. It's a reality. The best defender of Serie A is out. And we are extremely lucky that Kalulu is replacing him and is in the form of his life. Because Kalulu, I believed in him as a player, but physically I was not sure. I was hesitant about the physical tenure. But he's doing well. More than well. But we have a huge, big injury there. And we are playing with two next-gen players and give them time to do mistakes. And it's a pity, yeah, because of course we want to win every single game. But also them, they need time to do some mistakes and to learn from it and to know what it is to play against two players because you're isolated and alone. But then if you're starting, guys, and we are going nowhere with Danilo. Okay, we are going nowhere with Danilo. Danilo played, let me check, in Serie A. he started one game. So people are saying we are going nowhere with Danilo. Danilo in Serie A, in 8 games, played 1 from the start. In Champions League, today was his first start. Before that, he played 33 minutes. One appearance. He didn't even enter in both of the games. PSV and Leipzig. So I think when people are saying we are going nowhere with Danilo, I think the first one that is saying you're correct is Juventus, that is showing you that we are going nowhere with Danilo. We are ending the season and then he will leave. And he's also conscious about it and respect Danilo that is taking the initiative to say, take it away, that clause of 50% of games. I don't need it. Take it away. We don't care. Let's play. Let's be best friends, and I will give the best I can. And if I deserve, I play. If I don't deserve, I don't play. But just based on my training session or of my performances. So it's a player. When you're saying we are going nowhere with Danilo, you're right. And everyone knows. He knows, the club knows, and we are seeing it with the stats. Then if you're not able to understand that we have no Bremer, that some players, they need to rest, like a Cambiaso, for example, like a Gatti, for example, that honestly, since a few games, also I saw him live, he was a bit shaky against Lazio, and it's not the player that brings you the ball up. He has really difficulties to bring the ball, to carry the ball, like Motta would love him to do. So Gatti needs to rest. Kalulu will rest. That's a reality. This is a reality. So, guys, he's part of the team, like Adzic is part of the team, like Rui is part of the team, like Cabal, like Conceição, like Thuram, like Locatelli. These players are Juventus 24-25. Do we have a perfect team? No. Do we have a team that is totally complete in terms of the first choices in every single position that we wanted? No. It's a team that has been changed totally from one season to the other. Staff included, management included, players included. Everyone has been changed there, and they are doing beautiful things. Will we win the Champions League? No. Except if there is a miracle, which in football sometimes happens, but we didn't have the team to win the Champions League. Today, Juventus has 6 points out of 9, where probably a lot of people were expecting Juventus to have 3 points out of 9 at the moment. So, Danilo is part of the team for this season. Like today, Bangula is part of the team for this season. Like Fagioli's, like Locatelli's, these are like Weston McKennie's, like Weai's. These are the players of this season. So they will play. That you like it or not, they will play, because we have, maybe some people forgot, but we have 5 competitions to play. Serie A, Coppa Italia, Champions League, Supercoppa, and Club World Cup. The season started in August and will end in July. You like it or not, these are our players. Until January at least, these are our players. Then in January, will we go for a center back? High chances. Will we go for another player that could possibly play in the role of Vlahovic? Yes, there is a possibility. But that's the reality. These players, until January, they will play. Guys, speaking about, because I don't read every message. A lot of time I focus on the members first. But then I see some members that are complaining about some comments. Guys, we don't know who is behind their computer commenting in today's live. There are Juventini that are pissed off. There are Juventini that are thinking in another way, and that's fine, and that's welcome. But then you also have people that are not Juventini, are just there because they have nothing to do, they have a poor life, and they want to troll. Or there are kids that do not understand football, 12 years old, maybe, it's like 6 p.m., they have nothing to do, and they see and they believe that in life everything is granted, everything is easy. So don't pay too much attention to it. That's a mistake that sometimes I'm doing. I focus on one comment really negative and I go totally crazy. But you don't know if it's a boy, if it's a girl, if it's a person of 80 that is totally, a bit pazzo, and he doesn't know anymore what he's writing. Or maybe some people, they didn't even watch the game. You don't know, huh? And then you have just stupid guys. Let's say what it is. Sometimes you also have, not only, but you also have just stupid people. They don't understand the game. Yeah, I remember last season, for example, there were big influencers with bigger community than me on other social platforms that were pissed off because Allegri didn't play Ealing Jr. Ealing Jr. was injured. They don't know. They speak about Juve. They love Juve. They don't know. They speak because they don't know. They don't have the same level of passion, of follow. We don't know who's there in the comment section. So don't get crazy. Of course, if there are people that are starting to be, how can I say, insulting and are behaving disrespectful towards other ones, then you tell me who they are, what they said, and I will kick them out. Thank you, Lorenzo. Grande Lorenzo. Welcome to the members of the chat. Thank you. Did we reach in the meanwhile 34,300? Aya. Not yet. 34,299. We are that close. Huh? We can do it. I'm sure we can do it. Viking is saying, I'm not asking for much, just top 24. But you know that one win today would have statistically already gave us that top 24. And I said that if you have that 9 on 9 and you already have that thing away, probably would have done better. Now, who are the next games? Lille, if I'm not wrong. What is the order? Oh, by the way, Bruges did really well today in the beginning. When they were with 10 against 10 in San Siro against Milan, don't underestimate them. Bruges. Because if you play with Bruges when you have already done your points, that's a good thing. If you play against Bruges when you are obliged to win against Bruges, then it starts to be extremely difficult. Extremely. What are the matches of Juve? Lille is next. Then it's Aston Villa. Today they won, I believe, against Bologna. Then it's Manchester City. So now it's tough. It would have been way better if today we won and then we tried to beat Lille in their home. That would have been perfect. Because then you have already 12 points and you can see the rest. But now it can be stressing. Yeah? Aston Villa, Manchester City. Lille, Aston Villa, Manchester City, Bruges, and Benfica. I said it, huh? Every game we have the possibility to win it. Every game we have the possibility to lose it. Like, can we have one more, please? One more, instead of breaking my balls in going away, coming back. In the meanwhile, let me check the comment. Thank you, Lorenzo, for your comment. I don't know how I didn't realize I could join. Thank you again for your work. No, thank you to you, Lorenzo. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Well, except of Perin, because that would be too easy. What is the positive thing of today. It's difficult. Now it's difficult because if I said you can also say Perin, it was extremely easy to answer. Yeah, Kenny, Benfica, the last game. Who? What is... Cambiaso when he entered, Conceição for Juve fan forever. There is no positive today, Beppe. We were humiliated today. Yeah. Yeah. But humiliated. It's not Dortmund that lost 5-2 against Real Madrid. Humiliated. Humiliated is a big word. It's really a big word. It's a big word. Humiliated is huge. Really huge. I think. But we were dominated. And we deservedly lost. That's a reality. Humiliated. You don't know what it is, humiliated. If you say we were humiliated, if you say that today Juventus was humiliated, then you have a really beautiful life. And that's good for you. I'm happy for you. Then it means that your life is just fantastic. Slim is saying, oh yeah, humiliated because you play at home versus number 10 of Bundesliga. And that's football, guys, huh? This is football, guys, huh? You are playing in against the team that was second. We can say the same thing, huh? We played against the team that was second last season in Bundesliga, while Juventus was how much were we? Third, fourth? I don't even remember. Third. We played against the second one of Bundesliga, and we were the third one of Serie A. No? Can we say that, or we cannot say that? Now, if we start with these kind of... It makes no sense. Stuttgart is a good team, is a strong team. Today they were better than Juve. It's a reality. Today, they dominated us in every single aspect. Today they were more aggressive. They had more grinta. What they tried worked really well. And then, guys, they were bouncing against a defense made of a next-gen player, Savona, a player that is more towards the retirement than the start, and against a Cabal that is starting in Champions League for a very, 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 very first time in his career. And they were not able to score until they were up with one man. Oh, we can analyzing like that, huh? No? That's why I say, yes, dominated. Yes, they were better. We were bad. Humiliated is a big word, guys. Again, if you think this is a humiliation, you never saw Juventus Milan 6-1 win of Juve. Milan was humiliated that day. Strong, huh? Juventus Maccabi Haifa. Juventus was humiliated. To give you a more recent example, the entire Premier League has been humiliated by Leicester when Leicester did that miracle year. When Juventus won 4-0 against Roma, Roma was humiliated. That's humiliation is 8-2. Barcelona loss. It's 7-1. Brazil loss. Empoli 4, Juventus 1. There are reasons why, but anyway, that was a humiliation. 5-1 against Napoli was a humiliation, without any doubt. Yeah. That of today is a team that wanted more against the team that was not at optimal condition. They were thinking about the next game, and then we saw it in the choices, and they didn't show enough, which is a huge big pity, which is a shame from ourselves, and we need to blame ourselves for that. It's unforgivable that you are going into a game in with that state of mind. That's a reality. Humiliated, mamma mia, mamma mia. Eh, the physical conditions of Douglas Luiz are a big one, but cope manners, guys. I already told you, they are, or he makes it, but it's max on the bench. Max on the bench. But there are big chance that he's missing Inter as well, huh? This is what it is. It's a reality. But again, these are the players that we have. It's a pity, yeah, but it's a reality. Inter Juve, they will probably have Canaloglu and Acerbi out. We have Koopmeiners out, and we have Nico Gonzalez out, and Bremer out. It's like that. It is what it is. It's a reality. We play like everyone has injury. Premier is saying, Beppe, did you see Calafiori's injury? No. When did it happen? Today. Was it harsh? I really don't know, guys. Seriously. No idea. Oh. I don't know who you are, but I like you. 34,300. It's nice, huh? In days like that to be able to grow. Juventus didn't enter the field. How can we say to our friend Lips that didn't watch the game in one sentence? Describe the game in one sentence, staying polite, of course. Huh? It's tough. I would say Juventus, but no. When I say Juventus, guys, don't forget. When I say Juventus, Juventus is not the players. It's everyone. Thiago Motta and the players, the staff, everyone. They didn't enter. They didn't play. Neven is saying we lost 1-0 and Perin was man of the match. Voila. Bravo. We already said it actually earlier. We described it. I forgot. Bravo. Neven. Perfect. Bravo. Lips. We lost 1-0 and Perin was the man of the match. So imagine if Perin is the man of the match and we still conceded. So imagine, L1G think Perin saved us from a 5-0. Probably yes. Probably yes. It's true. It's true. I'm laughing now, but it's true. Mamma mia. Oh, I really wanted to watch that game at the stadium because I was there, guys. I said, you know what? Let's try to have a ticket. I stayed there even longer. Luckily, I didn't because it cost a lot of money. Because I stayed only one night at the hotel, but then it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then leaving samedi, dimanche, lundi, mardi, and leaving on Wednesday. If you have a plane, that's 4 nights instead of 1. It's 4 lunches, 4 dinner, 4 taxis up or public transport. For the game of today, I'm happy. Mamma mia, I'm thinking about the guys that traveled from USA and Canada. Beppe, if you watched, we would have won. It is your fault. But that's also something. I have a beautiful streak at the stadium. I went 10 times. I saw more because I saw also Juve Valencia, for example. So Valencia Juve or Inter Juve in San Siro. But in the stadium, 10 times. The only 2 times that we didn't win, I was with my son. All the other times I won. Won. One day it will happen that I will lose, huh? But it's true that if I was there, probably would have won. Daniel, that is going with one of the most correct analyze of football. If your best player is the goalkeeper, you deserve to lose. It's real. It's true. It's true. If the best player is the goalkeeper, it means that you deserve to lose. It's 100% correct. That's also something that we need to pay attention for. There has been 3 red cards in the last 4 games for you. What can you say about it? What can I say about it? Di Gregorio was really a millimeter red card. Really, because you see there is no intention, he's taking away. I think that is first touching the knee, so deflection of the body, and then slightly, not even touching, but the finger. You can give, you cannot give. The other one is coming from a Conceição simulation, which is absolutely not a simulation. By the way, there was a big foul on him in the first half that they didn't give. So can you really say it was deserved? No. And today you have a second yellow on Danilo. That again, we deserve to lose. Let's not. But I believe that there is a foul first. It's not the result of the game that I'm telling you is right, is wrong, we lost, we won. No, it's not that. It's just we deserve to lose, but I think that penalty, if you're going to VAR, you need to check first what happened right earlier. It reminds me Juve Inter Coppa Italia, where there is a foul, I believe, on Alexandro, where or Kostic on Kostic. Do you remember that game? Coppa Italia first semi-final. We do 1-1 with goal of Quadrado Lukaku, where there is clearly a push on on Kostic, a clear push on Kostic with 2 hands. He's falling on the ground, then that ball goes and it's Bremer that is touching with the hand. Of course there was a hand from Bremer, but there was that big, huge push on more than today, by the way. So you need to cancel it. Because that's a foul. And they let go and then they give a penalty. Today it was more or less the same situation. According to me, there is a foul on Cabal. Because it's really strange, but if you rewind a bit the game, there is Savona that is in the opponent box, and he's putting his 2 hands. It's not a big push, it's just he's putting his 2 hands on a player, defender. The defender is going on the ground, and the referee whistles. Foul in attack. Ball for Stuttgart. And I said, guys, you remember I said it? The people that watched the watch along, I said clearly these words. I said, Guys, if you put the two hands, pressure, no pressure, they'll always consider it a foul in attack. No, I said they always consider it a foul. And then it happens to us, they don't consider. Boy, Savona push. I said immediately it was a foul. Huh? I didn't defend the thing of Savona. I said it was a foul. Why do you see it more? Because it's more in extension, but there is no strength. There is no big huge push on that one. It's a foul. Huh? The other one is it's according to me the other one. I need to rewatch it again because they didn't show it. They didn't want to show us. But from what I saw in live, it was a foul. No, but they were jumping and he's putting his two hands. Cabal is clearly doing that. It's clearly doing that. You see his head is going like this. According to me, it was a foul on him. But then again, this is not to say we won or not the game because anyway, the penalty was given. You finish with 10 men, but we lose the game for the momentum. Look, I will show you again. By the way, that's not funny. This is not funny at all. But people are cruel in the world. This is why we lose the game. Because that penalty arrives here. Penalty that was not even scored. But we lose because of that. But it's easier. It's the best solution for our bench because it looks like we don't have enough substitution. But you need to go on the transfer market and buy some players in January. Our first loss in a while, it hurts, but we keep moving forward. But yeah, guys, again, it's annoying because all the games in Champions League were difficult in our group. But in our path, in our journey, because there is no group anymore. There is only one group. By the way, I don't even know how is the ranking of UEFA Champions League. What does it say? The ranking. Aston Villa first. 9 on 9. Monaco second. Sporting second. Arsenal second. Dortmund lost today. Big today. And where is Juve? Juve 6. Yeah, we conceded 4 goals. Buonanotte Aldo. Dai. I will close the live. Yeah. But it's a process. It's a process. I was not satisfied by the will of the players. Then it happens. Shit happens like that. Hopefully it's not we are not compromising it. Of course, if you don't win against Lille, we are speaking about another story. Yeah? If you don't win against Lille, it's already another story. But first, Inter Juventus. We see each other tomorrow morning. Grazie ragazzi. Thank you for your support. Again, as we are, let's see, did we or did we not go back to the most important here? No. Can we please go back to 300 before closing? In terms of likes, 202, only 202. What a disaster today. Today, Juventini, they didn't want to. Huh? Let me say thank you to Daniel, to Lorenzo, twice. Member and comment. Thank you from Canada, Lorenzo. Zaki Warfa, Abai, Lilgi, Christian, Katana, Casey Martinez from USA, Rob Tuscan, Mohammed Youssef, P-Bugs, Pierre Portella, Ali, Jafar, Luki. Thank you for supporting the channel so much, guys. Really, really, really appreciate it. But I will count to 5 for this, otherwise I will be obliged to close. And now, because if we don't, we will lose against Inter. I tell you already, yeah? If we don't, we lose against Inter. If I close my finger and we don't have 34,300, we will lose against Inter. Do you want to lose against Inter? It's getting closer now. Look at that. Look at the perspective of the finger. It's really nearly close. It's not yet close. So one more, otherwise we lose against Inter. If you want to be responsible for the loss of Inter,